Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We here. We live. Who's next? 757 Radio. It's going down, man. You see what's going on.
Yes,
Got
sir.
Noah O in the building.
What's good, my G?
Charged up. What's going on, my brother?
Man, keeping it charged up in the 757.
Yeah, man. First and foremost, man, I appreciate you coming out here. You stopping by. Who's next? 757, man. I appreciate that.
I appreciate you. Extending the invitation, man. You got one of the, the best, most consistent platforms in the state, in the region. Gotta tap in, man.
Most definitely. Thank you. You know what I mean? You're a legend, brother. You're a legend, and we're gonna talk about it. We're gonna talk about it. Charged Up Fest is coming. It's here. This month it's going down.
Yo, year 2. No sophomore curse. Year 2, Charged Up Fest is going back down, Richmond, Virginia. What you want to know?
So let's talk about it, man. What can the people expect this year?
Man, last year, for those who don't know, Charged Up Fest is a multi-day experience in Richmond, Virginia. Last year it was 4 days. We had everything from basketball game to concerts, a bike ride. But this year we made it even bigger. So it's almost a week long. It's going down 6 days. We have everything from an award show to an information panel on mental health and hip hop. We're doing the bike ride again. We got after parties and of course, music, hip hop and R&B related events. So got a little something for everybody.
Yeah, most definitely.
Yes, sir.
Noah, what inspired this whole Charged Up movement, man?
Man, I mean the original movement, just started with me and my brothers Skrill and Vel, as well as the homies that grew up with us. Charged Up is just really, it's a movement, it's an idea, it's energy. It's just about picking each other up and not letting each other fail. Really, that's the meaning behind Charged Up and the mindset of being charged up, inspiring people through taking action, not just words only. So, just trying to live out our dreams through the music, through the culture, through the art. But the actual fest, we've been throwing events for like years, right? Like I would throw beat battles. I used to throw monthly hip hop events in Richmond. We've thrown like concerts throughout the years. We brought down various, nationally known artists, but the actual fest, I say one of the big reasons was I went to Trey Day with Trey the Truth. For anybody watching, Trey Day is a multi-day event in Houston, Texas, and that's put on by artist Trey the Truth. So like, it's really, that played a big role. One of my partners actually works closely with Trey and is part of his label, part of his team. So he invited me out there. He saw what I was doing in Richmond, and he really wanted me to connect with Trey the Truth. Like, he felt like there was some similarities in common as far as like not only, we're music artists, but we also are doing things in our community. So He was like, I want you to, really get to know dude, get to see this firsthand. And once I went out there a couple years ago, when I seen it for myself, our mutual friend was like, shout out to Pre. He was like, bro, I want you to do the same thing when we get back to Virginia. So that's really, he put the battery in my back as far as that and was like, bro, you got the team, you got the information, and I think you could pull it off too. So that played a big part. And that's why the first year we did it, we actually brought Trey the Truth down here and to let him know that, like, look, you're doing this in Houston. This is what you've inspired us to do in Virginia. So, yeah.
Dope. So let's hop off the Charged Up Fest real quick, right? Let's dive into Noah. So what I mean, you're still releasing music, you're still dropping dope projects,
Thank you.
pieces of content, pieces of work, man, and sticking to the real hip hop.
Yeah.
Hip hop flow, you know what I mean? Let's talk about that, man. Like, you've been doing it for quite some time now. What really like also inspired that flow of yours? That you know what I'm saying?
I mean, like, I'm gonna be doing hip hop. I fell in love with hip hop as a kid. I always tell my, people, when it comes to this, I'm gonna be like that old dude you see on the corner or in some bar somewhere still playing his guitar, right? Like, hip hop is a part of me. It's been a part of my life since I was probably 5 years old. So that it just always stays with me. I can't imagine my life without music. In a lot of ways, hip hop gave me a sense of purpose and direction. So it's always going to be a part of my life, just creating, creativity in general. And it really did, keep me grounded and anchored to something besides, what was going on around me. So it's always going to be there. But as far as my flow and how I move, I grew up in the Bay Area before moving to Virginia, and just seeing people like in the Bay, it's a real independent mindset, right? Mm-hmm. Like people think all of California is the same, but the truth is like the Bay was kind of overlooked in the shadow of LA, whereas the labels was in LA, the Bay Area artists had to take it upon themselves. So that's when you got, people like E40, even Master P started in the Bay Area. So it's just that independent entrepreneurial hustling mindset of seeing these dudes put out their own music, that really inspired me a lot. I'd probably say the most as far as like Charged Up and how I got started. Because I grew up as a kid seeing that example, like going to the corner store and seeing people's albums, going to the flea market and seeing people's, projects. So I was like, man, if we want to do it, when we was kids, I was like, bro, what are we waiting for? You know what I'm saying? We're from Virginia, bro. Like, I just had the realization ain't nobody coming to save us. So we need to put our money up and bet on ourselves. So
definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely got to bet on ourselves.
100%.
Let's dive into this, man. The Apollo.
Mm-hmm.
The Apollo. Was that your first time there?
Yeah, I never been to the Apollo. Yeah, man, my first time.
Historic.
Yeah, man. It definitely is historic. Like, yeah, it's just an honor to even get to be on that stage, to talk to their staff, just to be in the building, in the hallways, in the dressing room, and then, they got the log, the good luck log that probably, everybody that touched from James Brown to Malcolm X, you know what I mean? So, like, that definitely is a moment, I won't forget anytime soon. But, yeah, shout out to the Lyricist Lounge, man, for the opportunity. Yes,
sir. Yes, sir. And speaking about a moment that you will never forget, that leads me into my next question, too. From you being in the game so long and meeting so many people and getting the recognition that you do get, what is another memorable moment, throughout your career?
I mean, it's been a lot, man. I met a lot of people. So I'd say like last year when we threw the festival, I was on the paper, the cover of the newspaper last year in Richmond, and it was my actual birthday. Like, I didn't know that was going to happen until people started. They said they wanted to interview me, and then that morning I started getting texts. So it's like, it's my birthday. I'm waking up. People tell me happy birthday, but then somebody sent me a text and showed me the front of the paper. And so, like, I say that's definitely a proud moment that I wish, like, some of my folks who not here on this earth no more, I wish they could have seen. But, yeah, that's probably something that's going to stick with me for a while. Besides that, everything else kind of blends together, you know what I mean? Like, I'm always working, so, like, some of the other things I've been able to do, it's just all blends together. A few years ago, my brother Skrill and I, we went over to Europe, so that's like a moment that, I still think about a lot, was just the fact that hip-hop had taken us to another country, you know what I mean? And, like, that was only possible through doing music. Like, people overseas had got acquainted with us, got familiar with our music, and it opened the door for us to be able to go over to Europe. So, yeah, that's probably like another big moment too.
Dope. So let's hop back into Charge Fest, right?
Mm-hmm.
So this is year 2.
Year 2.
It's going down this month.
Yes, sir.
The end of May, ladies and gentlemen. What's the dates?
May 27th to June 1st. So May 27th, from Tuesday to Sunday, we got something. And the majority of the events is free.
Okay.
So, like, if you want to pop out, you could come for free.
And we will be live in the building, too, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to be doing some content. Artists, tap in.
We need that.
You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Noah, man. Shout out to the whole Charged Up community and staff. You know what I'm saying? So let's stick to the charge stuff. So it's gonna be all throughout the streets, right?
Yeah, we really like last year we had a block party, but this year we're going to be at several different venues, like all throughout the city, but mainly in what's known as like the Arts District. A lot of the events is on the same street, Broad Street, which is our main like area in Richmond and downtown. So
Do you want to shout out some collaborators, sponsors that you may have
most
involved?
definitely. First of all, we did get sponsorship this year from Reform Alliance. That's Meek Mill's organization that is helping to change like probation and parole laws. So
Reform, yep.
yeah, shout out to Reform, shout out to Auricular, shout out to Happily Natural. These are other like groups in Richmond that support the community, all out of gas. Urban Gems, Urban Gems is definitely helped us last year and this year as well. Contribution to the Culture Foundation, Contra Records. If I'm forgetting anybody, their logo is on the flyer. But yeah, these are all people who have their hand in the festival and are helping to make this possible. It's not just charged up. We just, the ones kind of executing the vision. But it's a lot of people that's part of the team. You know what I mean?
Right. Is there an exclusive live on Who's Next 757? No.
Oh, I mean, by the time they see this, they're gonna already see the line. And you said when? Oh yeah. So yeah, the grand finale of Charged Up Fest is I'm gonna be performing live. Big Nose performing live. Wadi Guapo,
Okay.
King Delt, but we also have an artist from DC named Chaz French. Chaz French is pulling up, and an artist out of Atlanta named Belly Gang Kush. He's going crazy right now. So Kush is pulling up, and of course we got Umbrella Collective, Pro Dillinger will be in the building. Pro is going crazy, and also we got SK the King from Baltimore with drumwork music. So yeah, we got some people pulling up from all across the map. My boy Cali J is coming from San Francisco. I've collaborated with him before, so he'll be out there. And then our Producers Cup is actually headlined by DJ LES. And that joint means a lot to me because LES, for those who don't know, he's done a lot of legendary beats for like Nas, Illmatic. He's produced for Jay-Z. We got Grim Dozer pulling up. We got 183rd. So Nicholas F., of course, an 804 legend. But yeah, we got a lot of people coming, man. We probably got like 100 artists that's a part of this.
That's dope. That's crazy.
Also, if anybody sees this and you ain't locked in your slot yet, you need to lock in. We got the 64 Commerce Exchange V3. So if you're seeing this and you want to perform at Charged Up Fest, you need to tap in, visit the site. Good Society World? GoodSocietyWorld.com. Lock in.
Shout out Good Society, man.
Come
Shout
on,
out
man.
Phil over there doing amazing work, man.
You don't need to be left out. We put something together for everybody. So if you're an artist and you see this, if slots are still available, you can log on, GoodSocietyWorld.com. Shout out to Yellow House. Yeah, man. It's like so many. It's probably a list of 100 names of people who part of this. So I don't want to forget nobody. But yeah, man, artists, we got slots. Of course, Who's Next 757 is pulling up. Whip and Flow. So we have something for everybody. If you're an artist, let me say this, even if you're not on the bill, right? What we envision for Charged Up Fest, we want this to be like South by Southwest eventually on the East Coast. You feel me? The Mid-Atlantic, Virginia's right in the middle. So, a lot of artists, even if you go to South by, it's just a network, promote, say you got a project out, come out, turn up, make a statement. You know what I'm saying? Flood the streets with your promo. That's what it's for, because you're going to have, shout out to allhiphop.com. We'll be in Richmond. So you got platforms is going to be in the area. These is people all creating content. Make sure you're visible and seen. Even if you're not necessarily on one of the shows, it's still a good opportunity for you to, just make people more familiar with your brand.
Better tap in, ladies and gentlemen. Better tap in.
Tap in.
So, Noah, real quick.
Yes, sir.
Is there any artists that we should be on the lookout for, man? Or, any artists you're rocking with heavy right now?
Shout out to MG, Pay to Play Rich. You mean in general, or that's going to be at the fest?
In general.
Man, really, I'll say, I'll be listening to, it's an artist from the Bay named Rex Like Raj. I really like his music. Rex Like Raj is a dope artist from Berkeley, California. I rock with his music. He just dropped a feature with Peter Sun, who's from Richmond. So Rex Like Raj is somebody I rock with. Primo Rice, and then, yeah, like I was saying, dude, Belly Gang Kush. I've been listening to his music, and the fact that last year it went from me listening to these people's music on the internet, and now, you know, I've actually been able to meet and build a rapport with some of them. So, yeah, shout out Belly Gang, man. Belly Gang is doing it right now. He's about to do his first show in Atlanta, and it's sold out.
I think I might have heard of Belly Gang.
Yeah, nah, he's going crazy. So if you want to see him in Richmond, Virginia, he's going to be on stage at the grand finale.
Fire. So listen, Charged Up Fest. It's going down.
May 27th.
Make sure you there.
June 1st.
Make sure you there.
ChargedUpBNT.com. Get your tickets, man.
Noah O.
Yeah, follow me at Charged Up Noah O on all social media platforms. And then, yeah, if you see in this video, see my freestyle, man, drop a comment. Even if you think it's trash, man, drop a trash emoji on it. Thumbs down, thumbs up.
Come on, we live. You see it.
Lightning bolt. Drop them lightning bolts for real, though.
Make sure y'all tap in, subscribe to the YouTube channel, Who's Next 757 Radio. We out here.
Peace.